Hello everyone, this is Abhishek again. And before I start today's video, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has been viewing, commenting and liking my videos. So thank you so much for that, guys. I know I've been a very bad person. I've not created videos in the past 3 months. That was because of my camera dying and a whole lot of other work issues. But that's fine. I'm back here again. It's your love that brings me back, especially people like Arnab. Thank you so much, Arnab, for actually emailing me and asking me that why I'm not creating videos. So I'm right here right now creating this video because of you. So thank you so much. Okay, so the idea for today's video is that if you guys are grateful enough to view my videos, the least I can do is answer all of your questions. So I've picked up a few comments from my past videos about the Xbox Series S and I'll be trying to answer those questions for you guys. So thank you so much. So let's start with an easy one. Vasu here asks, can I use debit card to buy games? Yes, absolutely. So you can go to the Microsoft store and use a debit card or pretty much any credit card to buy games and they are added to your library forever. However, there have been some issues due to the RBI's new regulations on recurring payments about payments not getting processed. So what Microsoft has done for the time being is that they have given everyone a free subscription for 8 months in India. So right now, if you own an Xbox, it's a very sweet deal. You're getting 8 months subscription free. I'm pretty sure that as soon as it is fixed and after 8 months, they will start charging people again. But right now it is free. So Shizan here says, I'm going to buy soon. Can you play with mouse and keyboard for FPS games? Love your videos. Thank you. So thank you, Shizan. Yes, of course. For FPS games, you can definitely use a mouse and keyboard. I've played War of Zone myself using mouse and keyboard and it works absolutely fine. However, don't expect it to be as good as a PC because the mouse movement is not really there. If you're using a good enough graphic card, that is always recommended above any consoles when it comes to like keyboard and mice. But for this one, it is fine and you can definitely use them. Both of these accessories are compatible, and with Microsoft now announcing Microsoft Edge to be a part of this console, you can pretty much browse the web as well. So that certainly adds to the experience. Hey Abhishek, great review. Thank you, Tushar. I also own an Xbox Series and I have been experiencing problems with it. My console shuts down by itself in the middle of playing games. I've noticed the problem especially after the firmware update in August 21. Are you experiencing such an issue and did you find anything for it? Ram Ram. So first of all, Ram Ram Tushar. Now the thing is, I have not been experiencing any issues like this and I've not heard of anything like this. It could be something wrong with your console, but what I highly suspect is that it looks like a thermal issue. So if your Xbox is kept at a place where it is getting too heated while you're playing games, it will auto shut off before it kills itself. So I would say keep it in a place where is good enough ventilation, and the vents at the bottom are very important because they suck air in. So make sure that they're getting enough air, and I think this issue should go away. So let me know if it doesn't work. Now Sagar Bhaiya here says Series S 4K 60 FPS में gaming कर पाएगा या नहीं? So yes, Sagar, I've been using the Xbox Series S with a 4K TV for now like 2 or 3 months. The thing is that it does not support native 4K, as in जब आपकी गेम चल रहे हैं, they're not being rendered in 4K, they're rather being rendered in 1440p, which is being upscaled to 4K. So the system is trying to guess the missing frames that it would require or the missing pixels to be precise. So it is not as crisp, but the performance is definitely good. So it's something that you can try with the 4K TV, especially a lower end one. I'm not saying if you buy a 3 lakh OLED TV, you should use Xbox Series S. Definitely buy a PC for it or get an Xbox Series X. But yeah, for a lower end 4K TV, it works fine. Old school gamer here says, भाई अगर हमने कोई गेम इंस्टॉल किया सीरीज एस पे और वो गेम पास से हट गया तो वो हमारे सीरीज में इंस्टॉल्ड होगा, तुम फिर भी उसको खेल पाओगे या नहीं? So old school gamer, the thing is with any subscription based model, it's like Netflix. So when you're paying for Netflix, you can watch everything, but once you stop paying for it, you can't watch it anymore. Similarly, if Netflix removes a title, you don't have access to it anymore. The similar thing follows. You don't own any of its games. You're just renting them out by paying a subscription fee. So अगर वो game हट गया, unfortunately, it will still be there on your memory, but you'll have to buy to play it. Indian Soldier 26 here says, I have this and this is the worst mistake of my life. No God of War, no Last of Us, no Uncharted, no Spider-Man, no Horizon Zero Dawn, total waste of money. So I understand your concern here, Indian Soldier 6, but that's something which is present with every console. If you buy a PS5, can you play Forza Horizon 5 on it? No, because every console comes with its exclusives. And let's say Forza Horizon 5 is an Xbox and PC exclusive. Similarly, God of War has been a PS exclusive from since I was a child. So that's something that you should always consider before buying a console. If there are specific titles you're looking for, make sure and you check what the compatibility is like. So ज्ञानी गुरु हेयर सेज मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, जैसे मैंने गेम पास लिया और मैंने उस गेम पास से 2 गेम इंस्टॉल किए, वो गेम मेरे पास हमेशा के लिए हो जाएंगे, उन ऑपरेट को करने के लिए मेरे को गेम पास रखना पड़ेगा? So again, coming back to the Netflix example, if you're watching a series and your Netflix subscription expires, you don't have access to it anymore. So unfortunately, with subscription as a service, or games as a service, to be honest, it is a concern that we don't actually own games anymore, right? We are just renting them out. We are just taking a lease of them, to be precise. So once you stop paying for the Game Pass, the game will go away. You won't be able to play it anymore. So Arjun M here says, what is the battery solution that you're using? Please mention the battery life as well for average gaming. So for right now, I just have 4 AA batteries that I use with my controllers, and I have bought 3 chargeable batteries. It has been working fine for me. A charge for, let's say, 2 hours can last the whole day, so it's not big of a concern. However, I have been checking these things out on Amazon. These are like battery replacement packs, so you can just add them to your controller. I'll add a link in the description if you want to buy them. I think that's a decent solution. But having said that, AA batteries work just fine. Make sure you're just buying the rechargeable ones and not adding to e-waste by buying and throwing batteries multiple times. So Altaf Ansari here says, external hard drive की जगह external SSD use करूँ तो ज़्यादा कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा क्या? Okay. So first of all, with smart delivery being a feature for many games, now they can only work on internal storage. That simply means any games which are optimized for Xbox Series S and X, they need to be stored in your internal storage or the Seagate expansion card. That's unfortunate. But for older games, let's say for GTA 5, it is something you can still add on an external hard drive. Same for Red Dead Redemption 2. Now the thing is that using a hard drive which is 7200 RPM versus using an SSD might give you some benefits, but it won't be much. So don't go ahead and buy an SSD specifically for it. I would just say buy, if you have one lying around, use it. Or if you need to play those new games and have multiple of them, buy the expansion card. Now that's the only thing that we can do, unfortunately. Like, multiple people have asked questions that do we need the Game Pass subscription to play free-to-play games? So Microsoft just announced that you don't need to have the Game Pass to play free-to-play games like Warzone and things like that, right? So if you just want to play Fortnite or Warzone, you don't have to buy the Game Pass. It works just fine. You can just go to the Microsoft store. They'll be mentioned as free and download them. Today's last question. Sheikh Nafiz here says, really awesome video, bro. Much appreciation. Thank you so much, Sheikh. By the way, I have a doubt. As you said, in Xbox S, you have to choose between performance versus quality for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So in Xbox Series S, is it possible to go with quality and performance? I mean, both at the same time. So that option remains the same for Xbox Series S as well as X. However, having said that, the X will definitely give an advantage when it comes to like maintaining the frame rate at 60 FPS, because it will definitely drop down once it starts to thermal throttle. So in case you have such a finicky eye, go for the better console. But personally, I don't think on a TV, specifically when you're playing on a TV, you can check the difference between 30 versus 60 FPS. I would definitely recommend you to check your TV anyway, if it even has 60 Hz as refresh rate or not. Because many of the TVs that we're using right now, they would have just 30 Hz of refresh rate, and that doesn't really add up. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I've made a promise to myself that I'll be creating videos more frequently in 2022. And I'll try to post one at least every weekend. So let's see how that goes. But thank you so much. And in case I wasn't able to answer your question today, please feel free to drop a comment at bottom if you have any other questions. I'll make a follow-up video shortly. So thank you so much and bye-bye.